In this video, I'm going to go over the different levels of access that people might have to your document, depending upon how you choose to change your settings. So up on the top right of your file, there's a blue share button. I'm going to click that. And when I do, I get this pop-up. This is a nice shortcut if I want to add people quickly, but I would encourage you to always use this advanced link in the lower right, because when you do that, you can see in more detail the status of your document. So I can see by default, I am set to private, only I can access this document. You might be within a school domain, and your domain admin may have set this so that anybody within the domain can see your file. But you can change this. Over on the right, there's a blue change link. Click that. Then we get a list of our link sharing options. Most of the time, you're going to keep this checked off for specific people. So even if I want to share this with 5 other people, this is going to stay in the off position because I can set it to specific people. It's not becoming public. If I wanted to make my document public on the web so that anybody could access it, I can do that. And notice as soon as I clicked from off specific people up to on, down here I got a new menu option. And I can change this if I want. So if I really wanted to, I can make my document super public and editable by anyone. I could allow others to just comment on it, or I can just keep it at view only. And I can have that same level of control even when I choose this secondary option, which is to make this file available to anyone with the link. So it's not searchable on the internet at this point. Only people who I've given the link to would be able to access it. But notice down at the bottom, I can still control the level of access that they would have. They could either view it, they would only be able to comment on it, or they could have full access and be able to edit it. If you have a managed domain, you should see 2 more options, and they work similar to the top 2, except instead of being fully public, it's public to anyone within the domain that I'm a part of, which is Napa Juvenile Court and Community Schools. And I get the same levels of access that I can control down at the bottom. And I have the secondary option, which is anyone at Napa Juvenile Court and Community Schools with the link. So if we think about this up at the top, super public, sort of public, public within my domain name, and sort of public within my domain name. So most of the time, you're going to be down here with off, even if you plan on sharing with other people. So I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to click done. And at any point in time, I can make changes just by going up to my blue share button and clicking advanced and clicking change. And I can make adjustments as I need to. Once you have all your levels set and you're confident and you're ready to send out the link to other people, whether it's a specific person you shared the file with or you've got your file set to share with anyone who has the link, if you go up to share, click advanced again, up at the top is where you can get your link. And I like to use this approach because I can always see who has access and what my access level is set at. I'm going to click done. One thing to watch out for is if you go up to share, and notice up on the top right it says get shareable link. If you click that, by default it changes your private setting, and in my case, because I'm managed by a domain, it sets it to anyone at Napa Juvenile Court with the option to view it if they have the link. Now, of course, I can come in here and I can turn that back off and I can copy the link, but I personally think it's just easier if you always go into advanced and you can see in greater detail, and I think it makes more sense. It's more clear. You can see what your options are about who has access to your files.